Hello and welcome to another video. This one is a classic in all senses of the word. Myst is a game that I grew up with, honestly, and never finished. It's a puzzle-based game if you haven't heard about it before, but a lot of modern puzzle games took a lot of inspiration from Myst. Um, Myst, and I could be completely wrong with this, is one of the first games that had motion capture. I think is the wrong word, but you know, capturing people in a game, I think. Again, I could be completely wrong. It's just one of the main ones I remember seeing where like you could see someone being videoed inside the game and have it taking place that way. But yeah, Myst has been remade, remastered, however you want to say it, like multiple different times. This most recent version was adapted for VR, but there's also an interesting thing about it that um, I won't spoil. Let's just get right into it. Yeah, so select your puzzle, randomizer, classic. So classic being like, hey, there is a that I'm aware of, there's like a strict solution to it. Randomized is, yeah, the solution won't be always the same. I, I'm gonna go with classic, just for my own sanity. Honestly, is in the event that if I do need to look something up, I probably will. Um, but I will try to solve it on my own, and also there are some solutions that I am gonna know on my own.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
So this is the coolest thing about the game, honestly. In the very first game, and I think in settings I can adjust to it, it was a point and click. Like it was you clicked and you moved, and now you can WASD your way around and like free look, and it's just so cool to me that the game's this. But here is Myst. And here we are. Again, it's so surreal, I think, to like look at this and see the water uh, looks like actual water, to be able to free move through this instead of like trying to click my way through. Um, and that is my controller that is still plugged in. Let's go ahead and unplug that. Rumble rumble. Yep, so we got a lever that's not doing anything. Sprint as well. So the ability to sprint is so cool. Okay, so we got this down here, right? Why would you give me the option to shut this behind me? Let's shut that behind me. Let's go down here. Okay, so, okay, so note page. Okay, so settings dimensional imager. So 40 is a topographical, 47 is marker switch, 67 is water turbulent pool. So this is one of those puzzle games where you will want to write stuff down. So if you see my cursor like float off to the side, or like I pause and it moves over, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep track of this stuff. That audio is pretty loud. I'm gonna bring that down. It's good background audio, but pretty loud. So 47 is what I'm gonna remember for now. Boop. So we're gonna hit that. Right, and then I hit this. And, oh. You're just showing me what it looks like. Alright, I see you. Do you know what a switch looks like? Alright, fine. So we were on 67, let's go to 40. Why not? What happens if I do? Oh, okay, good. It circles back around that way. Alright, and then I do this one. Okay, well. That was anticlimactic. Alright. While I'm thinking about it, audio. I love your audio. Let's bring it down a bit though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Reopen this. Okay, so clearly. Maybe I had to have it set to the marker. Okay, so there's not. Oh, okay. So there is a camera feature. That's interesting. So what happens if I do photo album? Okay, so I can, interesting, I can keep 50 pictures. So instead of writing stuff down, I could just take a picture. Well, I'm gonna do that instead. Let's flip this down real quick. Oh, wait, I had that open. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna turn that off. Okay, so if I do that, okay, cool. 47. 47. Boop. Okay, set it to this. I think there's another thing I'm missing, but we won't worry about that right now, honestly. We'll get there. Like with all things with this game and other puzzle games, we will get there at some point. Okay, so let's roll around. So here's my gear. I believe this opens up at some point. Yeah. Taking photos, not having to write stuff down. Oh, that's such a okay, such a relief. Can I? Oh, okay. So what? Okay, I'm remembering. I'm remembering stuff. Oh, nope. Let me in. Let me in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now close. Alright. Yeah. This. Such a beautiful observatory. So there's a date and time thing. We're gonna come back to that later. The marker switch and the library. The library. So, yeah. Oh, that's right. This is a puzzle that I don't know the solution to right now, so we're just gonna back away. Okay, island. So I think I can do right. Yeah, so I can have this hit different things. Okay, so what happens if I tell it to do that? Alright, and there's different books here. What I'll do is, and I'll say this, like my preferences, I don't like being read to. Um, but for this video, I will read. And if you like it, let me know. Give a comment. Let me know if you're like, hey, no, just give me time to read and I'll read on my own. Totally get it as well. So here we go. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower pass to the village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appeared human. His hair, which was only his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning, and he seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of their language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy, tremors would only last a short time, then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things had changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out. Maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I'm not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they, were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and a sleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. He then closed his eyes and walked out of the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of the walkway and carry it away. He was laid down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so we could go through this for a while. I'm gonna stop there real quick. Again, just in case you all don't like the reading, I'm gonna skim through this pretty quickly. So basically, they're giving him offerings. To bring his family, but his wife doesn't want him to. The boys want to be left behind. He just wants to make sure they don't take advantage of them. Okay, so there's another general. So, and as you saw here, it talks about it a bit. The ink that he had gotten apparently changes color over time, and the people of the age were very, they were laughing about it actually. But yeah, so sons wanted to stay there. Some stuff's going down. He wanted his sons to come back. Wife wanted his sons to come back, so they went away. We're gonna take a picture of that because I have a feeling we're gonna need this. Um, So each of these are basically books that talk about a background of different ages. Um, okay, and this relates to the puzzle that we had. Okay, what's the number? Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, I think if I click through that too fast, the numbers don't quite catch up. Yeah, okay, so there's all those books, each for a different age. Um, So here's a part where I know things about this game that probably you all don't, but or may not when I look at these two books on my left and right. I'm gonna go through here first. That's right. Okay, so this gives me access to more puzzles. Okay, actually, we're just gonna do that because I want to do this while I'm thinking about it. Just want to make sure. Okay, yep. Okay, let's go up. Oh, right. Gotta close the door before you can go up to the elevator. Even in a remake, remaster, they do not allow you to do such a thing. Okay, so this is tower. So up on the tower. Okay, so, right, so key, I have this date and this time, this date, this time, this date, this time, right? So, boop, gonna take a picture of that to keep track of that. I believe this is based on, I'm trying to remember this, based on where the tower is pointing is what it will tell you about certain things. So right now, and we use that painting to make it point over this way. So let me get, okay, good. I was about to say, let me get on there. Okay, so, yep, all right. So let's go back in, and let's go down the library again. Let's solve a puzzle, or at least attempt to solve a puzzle for this video before we quit. I believe, okay, yep, and I hit this, and this will allow me to leave again. Okay, so, and actually, let me do this real quick. Okay. I am curious if that reads something different if I do that, but let me do, I'm trying to remember things real quick. Let me do this real fast. Okay. Let me click through this book. Submersible lamp, lighthouse, stone ship age, constellations. Okay. So that's gonna come in handy later, I bet. We're just gonna do one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those, and one of those. Okay, up. So the ink is wearing from the page. I believe this one is due to the heat. Okay, that looks like that's going to be a puzzle at some point. Signing of the black ship. Okay. Okay, that one we're just gonna leave alone. Okay, I move that. I want to check this real quick before I go up. Just to make sure. Let's go up and make sure that hasn't changed. Or if it has changed to something that... Okay, so that's there. Okay, so 240, 221. Got it. So that does change. Alright, my recollection was correct. And I think if I'm remembering right, there's something I was forgetting when I was first in the other area, but let's leave this place. Boat. Alright, so for here, alright, so I'm going to get into here, and alright, so our first one, maybe, okay, let me just, might still require me to write some stuff down, honestly, because it's not very intuitive. Okay, so we have, yeah, I'm still gonna write this down because I gotta remember 10, 11, 84, 10:04 a.m., 1:17, 12:07, 5:46 a.m., 11:23, 9791. Whoa. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure that's 1984. Okay. Okay, so oh, right. Okay, so we're gonna move this up to October 11th. 1984 at 10:04. Alright, take me there. Oh, well, first of all, there we go. Probably said it right, but then put it in wrong. Okay, so this clearly means something. It corresponds to the constellations in the book, right? Right. So, okay, so this is next. We're gonna go to January 17th. It's always nice when you play a game as a kid. You're like, I don't get this, and then you grow up and you're like, okay, now I get this. And I think as a kid I might have figured this out. I honestly don't know. If I did, I would still be impressed, but 46, January 17th, 12/7, 46, okay. So, right, that one. Okay, and then we have 11, 23, 19, or 9, not 19, 9, 7, 9, 1, probably was faster. faster to go the other way at 6:57. Okay, so 6 is 18, I think, right? 57. Nope, come on. Boop. 9791, 657, or 6:57. I swear this thing has a mind of its own. Stargazer, okay, so I clearly did something right. That is the thing about newer games and achievements, right? Where you can look at it and you can be like, okay, I got an achievement, so I must have done something good. But, oh. That said, okay, so we have dots in the corner and the 4. Okay, alright, so we have a leaf. This is why this borderline, I don't know. Like, you say borderline cheating, but then I stop and I'm like, no, it's not cheating because at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing you would do if you could. So leaf, snake, and then what looks like beetle, I believe, or spider. Just make sure. Yeah. Leaf, beetle, spider. So leaf or spider. Leaf, snake, spider. Like, you're saying the same thing twice. Leaf, snaker, spider. Snaker, spider. Okay. Alright. And I know. Alright, say I know. I know. Okay, yep. So snake. Nope. So this is definitely different from the other game. Okay. Or the original. Yep. It's basically what I'm doing here. Leaf. Okay. And again, I got an achievement. Okay, so I did something. I'm just trying to remember what it is I did and how it affects everything, because I'm pretty sure. Oh, yes. Duh. Okay, the ship. Wait, did that? That should have showed me. 1 second. That show the ship coming back up? Because that was always a cool detail. Yeah, okay, it showed it. I just wasn't paying attention. That's the thing about being locked in, is that you see certain things happen when you're locked in, as opposed to when you have free range of motion. You're like, I know where to go next, and then you go there without, or I say without, with reckless abandon. You're like, yes, there's a ship. Oh, okay, so we've solved a puzzle, and where this has taken us is to another place. If you haven't already picked up on the theme from the book, and from where we are, essentially, there are books called Ages that can transport you to. Oh, okay, it's like they can transport you to different worlds. So Myst is one such world that we were in, and then this one is another. Okay, so I think this is oh. Duh. Hey, you think I can get the... Okay, come on. Oh, come on. You can do it. Oh. Oh, come on. I could totally make that fit there. Okay. So I have to get scissors or something like that. Got it. But yeah, this is kind of the coolest draw about this game, is you go to all these different worlds. And like we read in the one book, you know, there's a world that's trees with long walkways, and there's a world that's uh, like this, and all the other ones we took pictures of. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I was adjusting the water level. Oh, okay, the water level has been adjusted. Got it. Okay, so what do we got? So we got different headings, it looks like. There's a rock. Okay, so there's... Interesting. Okay, so this is for something clearly. So if I spin around, oh, wait a second, I probably want to, yep, there's that lighthouse right there. Okay, so, like a lot of, oh, is that a book down there? Or is that just a texture? Might just be a texture thing. Like all things with these games, sometimes I touch puzzles before I meant to. Let's just put that back the way it was meant to go, and probably go back here and see the water level has gone down. Oh look. Oh look, oh look, oh look. Okay, so okay, so this is an extravagant place. We have a red page. If the book that we looked at or saw in there was anything to go by, you may know what's going on. Some different piles of things, a very extravagant room. Globes. Different orbs. It's like, well, they're globes technically, so. Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright, so what's the dealio with this room, right? Alright, like, is this just a bunker sort of place, or. Okay. I mean, other than the red page, is there something else that I'm meant to collect or find here? It does not look like it immediately. Yeah, and I'm actually like, is there anything like scissors that I could grab? I don't feel like there are. 90% sure, yeah, I can't take the knife. I can't necessarily like carry things with me through ages. Yeah, so there's got to be something that I can use with that key, or I just need to finagle that key a bit better to get to unlock this tower. Yeah, let's put, okay, so let's put this had it on the right side before, I think, so let's put it back to the left. There we go. Okay, so what's on this side? Okay, ooh, blue. Okay. Alright. That's a button I'm supposed to be able to hit to do something. Right, but there's this cable that goes somewhere else. So I'm probably... You know what I wonder right now? What happens if I go over here? What's the water level look like now? Oh, okay, water level is same. Yeah, and if I raised it any higher, it probably wouldn't help my case. Oh, okay. Well then. Very, very peculiar. Now, if I'm remembering right, let me press this real quick. Okay, I don't think I can actually get back to Myst unless I find a book that will take me there, which could be anywhere. Could be right here. Oh, okay. So, got it. So, middle let me go down there, left move, go down there. So, right, let me go down that way. Oh, did I pressed right? Did I hit the button? Button. All these lovely puzzles. Okay, yep. Nope. Well, not quite, maybe. Okay. So what about middle? It's gonna let me go down there, so will that let me go down here? Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, this is something. All right. It's like, why is there a letter D? Like, oh, that's a protractor. Got it. Blue page. When we get back to Myst, I will show something that will make all of that make a bit more sense. Okay. Vault is located on island, but instructions. Each of the markers turn everyone on position. They're in this final step. Turn. Okay. So there's something with the markers that I'm supposed to be able to do. What this? Okay. Okay. So a rose and then a skull. Got it. All right. Got it. Still not finding any scissors or really anything I can deal with there. Huh. Okay, that's just a candle in there. I'm like, scissors, something that I can use to cut with. Like, I couldn't take the knife, I can't take the protractor. Just kind of clicking around a bit. I will say the other thing I like about this game, might have mentioned already, is like the tone that you get from this music, right? It's very different between all these different rooms that you go in. Yeah, let's so is there a room that I'm missing in between these? Okay, doesn't feel like it. I'm bumping up myself against the walls. Alright, and I had that moved back, so let's look again. Feel like there's something easy I'm missing with this to make you move, but maybe there isn't. Let's mess with the water levels again. So that's middle, right. Let's check left again real quick. Oh, wait, can I? Okay. Like there's no physics involved. Oh. I'm blind probably. It's like there's stairs. Uh, like there's something you're missing. It's like, yes, there's stairs. I see. Da, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Oh, wait. Keep thinking that I should be able to hit the button without messing with that, but okay. So let's see real quick, are the stairs available now? Yes, they are. Oh, look. And there's this rope all the way down. Okay, so there's this thing. Oh, okay. So if I pour that, is the idea that this is supposed to become more buoyant? And then allow that to come up. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, it looks like that has a bit more slack to it at least. We're about to find out. Don't know if I was supposed to do a specific order of all that, but let's go to the other extreme, left. If right drains all the water, left will give me the most water. Maybe. Okay, so now middle? Question mark. I'm very confused. Or was I supposed to drain the water and then try to pull it up? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't try to pull the key over, did I? It's probably a pulley system and then pull the key over and then it just goes up. Yeah. Yeah, okay, ready, all the way down here. Let me guess, you're gonna have water in you. No, you're not. Okay, that's weird. What is this? Looks like this is just a chest. One second, let me try this. Or am I supposed to close the valve, back off, so that no more water gets into it, even though it didn't pour out any water, and then try it again? We'll do that. I'm just thinking the buoyancy has something to do with it. Let's put it back to middle. Oh, okay, cool. The key wasn't for that, it was for this. Ho ho ho. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so we're up here now. Awesome. So now we have this. Oh. Okay. We have power. We have power now. Okay. So I'm guessing at some point I might have to come back to this. See, I don't know if that drains power over time or what, but we will find out. Okay, so with that, alright, so I have light down here now. Power, so is there anything new? Oh, oh ho ho! New corridors. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Lanta. Okay, compass rose. Walkway over to here. Oh, okay. So these are, I'm guessing they both go across each their own. Right, got it. So is there anything different that I get from this room now that I have power to it? Don't think so. Okay. So having this tunnel does something different for me. There's something, okay, there's something with these that I need to be able to do, right? Okay, so let me just double check down here again. Okay, nothing here, yep. Okay, so we're gonna set this back to the, was this the left? I think it was. Is this the left? Yeah, okay. Because when I went down here, there was this here with the button. So if I press this button, oh, pressing button did something. What pressing button did, no clue, but the game clearly wanted to do something when I pressed that button. Okay, well, do I still have, oh wait, did I run out of juice? I think it has power, but I'm not sure. Huh. Let me do that again real quick, just make sure. Am I supposed to be at a certain power level when I hit that button? Oh no, I ran out of power, cool. Okay. So I bet that shorts it out if I don't have a certain amount of power, maybe? Let's see real quick. Oh, yep, it ticks down. Okay. So I need to hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. It's either that or it shorts it out if I do it with a certain amount of power. So as the power is going down, theoretically this should at some point at least trigger something, but okay, well, let's swap this back over. it to the right. I'm trying to remind myself why I wanted it, what the right was for. Okay, so this, oh. So is this supposed to be Morse code or something? Right, like the idea that how many times it's flashing. Or, oh, okay. So what I want it to be is, right, the blinking light is 135. Okay, so 135 is what I want. Yep, and there I lost power. Okay. Okay, so I lost power, but 135 is the heading that I want. Okay. Alright, if we don't get the result that I'm thinking I get out of trying this, we will stop for this video, and a later video we'll come back and we'll keep plugging away at this. I will not look anything up. If I do look anything up, I will mention in the video, hey, I reached the point where I need to look something up, but until I reach that point, I'm not gonna try to find or figure anything else out offline. I want to try to do this as organically as possible, so okay, 135, right? That was our heading. Okay, so 135. All right, so oh. Okay. So remember when I said, well, one more try? Yeah, one more try. For the life of me, I need to know how to read a compass, I guess. Okay, so let me do this real quick. Photo album. Did I have a picture for that? No, I don't think I did. Although I guess this is helpful. So what, 135's to the northeast, I guess? Yeah, what would you say that is? Yeah, at most I might have to just pull something up real quick to look at what that heading's supposed to be. On the compass, do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. I passed it somewhere over here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there's the buttons here. So if that's supposed to be north, right? So wait, 0, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 30. Or how is this supposed to be, right? So is this supposed to be 180 from north? Yeah, one second real quick. Let me whip over here. Compass rose 135 direction. Okay, so 135 is called southeast. Alright. I'm glad that searching that did not like pull up any hints or anything like that. Okay, so southeast is 135. So that one? Like, that's southeast to me. Oh, okay. Alright, that did it. Alright, let me close that out real quick. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are lit up. We are lit AF. Oh, let's go back up. I guess that makes sense, because 90 would be east, and then south would be 180, so cut the middle of that, those two, but these are the reasons why I do not use any of that stuff currently. Hey, look. Look. Okay, so there's a button now we can press. And look, guess what? We can go back home. Yay. Stone ship. Okay, cool. Alright. Video is getting a bit long. I'm sorry, but like I mentioned, when we got back here, I wanted to show what these books and these pages meant. Um, and yes, the game's telling me, hey, you have pages here now. You have another page. So I'm going to do the blue pages first.
You've returned! You've returned! I thought you wouldn't return. Just to rescue me. I'm back now. Don't be my brother, I beg you. May be complete. Don't. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Listen to my brother. Egotistical fool and a liar. Help me. Bring me the blue pages. Ignore the red ones. Don't bring the red ones. Earnestly implore you. Wrongfully imprisoned. You must believe me. Will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Blue pages, please.
Alright, so that's Aknar in the blue book with the blue pages, who says he has been wrongfully imprisoned.
You've returned. Thank you for bringing the red page. You must continue to help me. My name is Cirrus. Release me. I beg you to find. You me? You must release me, for I need. Release me from this book, which has become. Bring me the red page. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. My brother. My brother is guilty. I wrongfully imprisoned. Bring the red page to me.
And there's Cirrus. So as we read in this book, and I'll flip ahead to the page. Let me just flip ahead, right. Our sons, Cirrus and Aknar. So there's a first connection, right? Two sons, two books, two both saying they've been imprisoned. We're here inside this book, um, kind of imprisoned as well, but still able to go to other places. But we find these pages, they ask for more to be able to release, and each says the other's guilty, each says the other should be ignored. And we're kind of stuck in the middle of this, right? But ultimately, it's one of my things personally right now, where it's like, I don't care, I want to solve the puzzles, right? That's what I'm here for. Solve the puzzles, let me go. Um, yeah. And there's more. I mean, there's this clock tower, there's this cabin area that has this puzzle with it. I believe this is the way to one place, or this tree. Yes. It's all coming back to me, but it's all so brand new. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this game. Again, if you want me to go back to those books and read them, I'm more than happy to. I probably will have to at some point. At best slash worst, if you enjoyed it, I can make separate videos where I read those books, if there's any of interest with that. But no, I'm glad to be back playing this game. Hopefully beating it. Uh, Without giving too much away, this game is a series of games, so I'd love to play some of the later ones because the puzzles are interesting in those as well. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead, give it a like, give me a comment. If you've ever played Myst before, played any of the games, if you like playing puzzle games or like seeing puzzle games played, and how you like to approach them. Again, I've mentioned I typically, when I play a puzzle game, I don't like looking things up. I don't like seeing what's about to happen or knowing what's going to happen. Um, I might try to get a third party to be like, hey, give me a hint if I really get stuck, because I don't want to be frustrated and stuck. Like, I want to know what happens. I want to know a solution. So, yeah, that's my approach to them. There are puzzle games that I put down and haven't came back to because I haven't done that, but um, Myst, I think, is one of those where I want to go back and I want to beat this, and then the remaining games. So, yeah, hopefully you all have had a great day. Hopefully this video is a great start to your day so far, and you want to come back for another one, in which case I will see you then. Sorry, thank you.